Andrew Tate was supposed to take the crypto world by storm when he promoted this token, Daddy, that went up to $200 million market cap. But the problem is that today it's down to a little bit less than $50 million market cap. So we have around a drop of 75%. This is dramatic. And his main competitor, Mother by Iggy Azalea, is around $90 million market cap as of today. So this is why this video is important, because I don't think Andrew Tate is going to let this happen. He's not going to like it. His coin is not good press for him. It's not good marketing. And I think he might change something to it. So we're going to see what happened on it in this video. I'm going to show you everything that happened on chain because I studied all the addresses of Andrew Tate before. I saw everything that was happening on chain. And I think we can see some interesting patterns that will let you know when things going to happen. Hi, by the way, welcome on Handsome Finance. We will study what's happening on chain because the blockchain is an open ledger, so we can see all the transactions and know who is selling without telling you that they are selling. So don't forget to put down your little matcha and let's get to it. For a quick backstory, Andrew Tate promoted this coin, Daddy, in June 2024 when the meme coin craze was at its peak. And I actually analyzed some of the message that he sent between him and his assistant, and most of them were complete lies. So I did a video about it. If you want to watch it, go watch it before. Before studying everything that happened on chain, all the data, who made the money, who sold on the audience of Andrew Tate, we are going to check first the social, what is happening on it. The Twitter is not that active. We have still something on the September 22, soaring through Daddy. We have this video animation. Before that, we have 2x one-click button on September 18, September 11, September 7. So they tweet once a week, which is not enough for a meme coin, right? But we know that when Andrew Tate was arrested again, he was wearing this T-shirt. By the way, a really bad choice on the font. I think, Andrew, you have better sense of styling normally. I don't know who designed this, but anyways. So the social are not doing so well. Now, when you check the main Twitter of Andrew Tate, you do not see any mention of Daddy here. There we go. So the last tweet of Andrew Tate about Daddy is on September 14, and he's just replying to one of his old tweets of June 30. Let's check actually if this helped the price to move. September 14 here, we had this green candle, and then after, boom, back down. Now it's going up a little bit, but we know that actually there is not much to move on it because here the liquidity pool of Daddy is $1 million. So no one can make more than $1 million with Daddy as of today if they were selling everything. However, Daddy is now listed on different centralized exchanges like Mexi, L-Bank, Bitmark, Bitget, and Co. So people can buy and sell on those, which means you can make more than $1 million, but probably not more than $2 million if you were holding all the supply again. I mean, just if you were selling 100 million Daddy, which represent $8 million, actually you will just get a little bit less than $1 million. And even with 10 million Daddy, you would get $500,000. So that's why it's pretty small liquidity and there's not much money to be made. So now the floor price of Daddy will be around $30 million. Why? Because Andrew Tate burned a lot of the supplies, so it's not going to move a lot in those prices. It has to go a lot higher to get some big difference. Now, Mother, on the other hand, has how much? $2 million in the liquidity pool. Now, if you compare with Iggy, it was in the same situation, $30 million market cap, and now went back up to almost $100 million market cap because Iggy was really attracting a lot of attention at the previous crypto conference, Token 2049 and Solana Breakpoint, and announcing that she would do a casino where you can pay with that meme coin. Now, I want to study what happened on chain, so to know what was going on with Daddy, who made the money, and all that. We know first that the token Daddy was created on Pump Fund, where everyone can trade the token, and it's pretty fair for anyone to get in or get out the token. So I think most of the marketing communication for Daddy ended up at the beginning of July. We have a little bit of videos, little things that happened, but really not much. When what is interesting is when you study the bubble maps. So that's just a tool that lets you visualize all the connections. So this was the wallet of Andrew Tate that was holding 40% of the supply, which is enormous. So he bought most of the supply, and we get those guys that were connected that own about 2% of the supply. Those guys connected 3.5, and those guys 4. So there's at least 50% of the supply that was held by just a few people. Now, when you see the evolution, if you check as of today, this is what you will see. And this is just an exchange. So gate.io, okay, we're not so interested. But there's no big holder anymore. There's no massive holder. We have this guy here, 1%. This guy here, 1.4%. So the best thing is to study what happened to this address, because it's this one that made the difference. So on the token Daddy, we see 23 days ago, 25 days ago, we know that this address do not hold any Daddy as of today, but 300K in Solana. We can see the different buy of Daddy, and now I want to see the transfer. We can see that that address was buying a lot of Daddy. That's why he got it. So 220 sold, 220 sold, 220 sold, 220 sold, 210, and receive some Daddy. So we know that. We know that's what happened on Daddy. And 3 weeks ago, just swapped. You can see that as of today, it's still holding 3.5 million. Now we know that Andrew Tate burned a lot of those tokens. And with that address, he never sold any Daddy. We only have some buys. So 3 months ago, 2 months ago, 28 days ago, 27, 25, 25. So we know this happened. So if you monitor this address and then you see that Andrew Tate start to buy more token, you know what will happen to the price after it. It will skyrocket. Now we check some other connected addresses. You see there was a little bit of swap. So selling a little bit of Daddy for a few sold. I don't know why he did that. Those are really, really small amounts. But then we can see that he sent 400 million Daddy to that address, which is the one that was holding mostly by Andrew Tate. And interestingly enough, the swap buy on Pump Fund was directly 66 sold to buy on Pump Fund. So that is like someone who bought the whole supply and then sold a little bit of it and then sent 400 million Daddy to this address, which is the one that we were studying that finished by HA. And actually those 400 million Daddy were sent to another address, DQ. And we can see that this address swap sell the 400 million Daddy for 0.0 sold. So that's the burning that happened, which means that the person that created this token, or at least bought 66 sold of it, then sent 400 million token to Andrew Tate and then send those to another address to burn them. Now be careful when it says here the current value at $32 million. At that time, it was $100 million. But we know that the liquidity pool is really thin. So if you were to sell 400 million token, you will actually only get $1 million. You will pretty much empty the liquidity pool. But now those are burned. So that makes automatically Daddy coin a bit more rare. It's a simple math. If you decrease the supply and the demand stay the same, then the price increase. However, what happened now is that the demand is decreasing and we still have the same supply. So which leads to a problem as of today is that Andrew Tate does not have much power to move the price with what he has now, because he burned a lot of the supply, sent it to other wallets, and now a lot of the supply is held by some centralized exchange. So if Andrew Tate wants to move the price up again, he has no choice but to make massive buys or make massive marketing so everyone comes back to it. And we know there was a lot of the control supply because when Andrew Tate did the launch bubble map, they did an analysis on it. And 40% of the Daddy supply was sent to Cobra Tate. We know that. We saw it as well. And then 11 wallets were funded through Binance with nearly identical amounts at the same time. So are they connected? There is a really high chance, and then they bought the rest of the supply. And of course, it was the same case for Mother. There was a lot of insider as well. Those wallets were up to no good. So now if Andrew Tate wants to launch back Daddy and make it skyrocket again, he has no choice but to be innovative with the marketing because he doesn't have any push anymore. He burned a lot of the supply. A lot of the insiders, they sold their supply. They went on centralized exchange. So unless brings a massive utility, or I don't know. Mother says she's going to do a casino, a Gizila. I do not think that Andrew Tate's going to do the same, but who knows? Let me know in the comment, where do you think this will go? But that's why you need to understand how to find meme coins, because this what can make or break your bank. And I explained everything in this video. It was a pleasure. And don't forget one thing before you leave. Of course, you have to stay handsome. Ciao.